To non-believers, atheists, skeptics, and those content but unfulfilled. Having lived the vast majority of my life in science and non-belief, I hear your cry. There is a solution to the emptiness that comes with a life of rationality, logic, and science, but it isn't easy for an analytical mind. We were born innocent, free of opinion, without rules, and with no limitations. Happy, peaceful, and full of hope. But often, within moments, the world begins to shape and manipulate, to apply its rules to our lives, to bind and constrain us. Our innocent happiness turns to discontentment. Our peace becomes desperation, and our hope slowly fades to darkness. As we travel through life, we are chained by the laws of science and confined to humanity's expectations, living in the way that the world dictates, existing but not thriving, compliant but not satisfied, withering with no purpose. Link by link, brick by brick, we are slowly and unwittingly shackled and imprisoned, eventually realizing that we have spent our lives searching for truth and freedom, only to end up with false doctrine and captivity. But within that darkness of despair, there is a glimmer of hope. A piece of innocence which was not completely destroyed, but only lost for a time. That something inside which tells us there is more. At first silent, then at a whisper, and now a shout that we can no longer ignore. Your heart begging your mind to open its eyes and see your purpose. To be truly happy, to be at peace always, and to have everlasting hope. These cannot be earned. They are not to be achieved. These things cannot be purchased. They are only to be accepted. This takes one choice, one moment. Likely to be the most difficult decision in a non-believer's life, yet so simple. To stay in the world's shackles, confined and conformed to expectations, or to break those chains, tear down those walls, and be set free. It is a choice, not a conclusion or result of study. It is irrational, illogical, and without scientific basis. It can feel embarrassing, ridiculous, and will shake those around you. It is a step of faith. Choose to believe. There is a higher power, a more grand plan. Do not try to understand it. Accept it. Ignore those who question your motives. Avoid the details of religious sects, opinions, and speculation. Just know that there is something above, and therefore this universe was created with purpose. The rest will fall into place with time. Continue to make this decision every day of your life, for if not, the world will quickly bind you and silence you. We can do all things when we know there is purpose, though most often we will never understand the reason. Your anxiety, despair, suffering, isolation, depression, anger, frustration, and loss have led you to this moment. Your entire life has had purpose. Believe it. Make the decision to be happy, at peace, and hopeful in all situations. Resist the world's pressures and desires. Become a new creation. This path, although simple, can be difficult, but I promise you, it is completely worth it. With happiness, peace, and hope, I wish you well.